What's going on, y'all? I go by the name of Fader. I'm a Chicago artist. I'm also a content creator. I'm also an actor. I'm also a model. I'm also a rich man. Some of those things were just manifested, but some of those things were actually true, and I'm gonna let you figure out which was and which wasn't. In today's video, we are going to learn 5 steps to stay productive. I'm not gonna lie, man. I have been having some trouble recently with staying productive, and to be honest with you, I got this wind. I got this wind about me recently, probably a few months ago, and I've lost 40 pounds recently. I've been eating better. I changed my diet completely. My skin is looking a lot better if you ask me, but if you ask some people whose skin look better than mine, they probably won't agree. Just a lot of different things. You know, I've been reading a whole lot of different books, but you know, we can get into that in some other video. But yeah, man, I just want to give y'all a slight introduction about who I am, but let's go ahead and get into these 5 tips on how to stay productive, gang. Okay, so tip number 1 is simply breaking projects down into smaller steps. We all know big projects can feel overwhelming, but breaking them down into manageable chunks, it makes it more doable. Instead of write a report, try outline the main point, write an introduction, and so on. This might help you with your process of getting that paper done. You understand what I'm saying? If you make a list and make things to check off, you will feel way more accomplished just by watching these things getting checked off. Definitely try to stick to tip number 1 if you don't do anything, because overall, the feeling itself of just seeing your list getting checked off, it feels good, gang. Step number 2, use time blocks. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Pomodoro technique, but I'm gonna tell you about it. It's basically a time management method where you time what you're doing through 25-minute intervals and 5-minute breaks. So for example, if you're working on something for 25 minutes, you're gonna take a 5-minute break after that. And then after 4 of those sessions, make your break a little bit longer. 15-minute break, 20-minute break. After all of those though, you're gonna feel very productive, while in between the time of your productivity, you was giving your brain the time that it needed to rest. Our brains need time to rest. Our brains are muscles. If I go to the gym all the time just for this right here and never give it any rest, it'll start hurting. It wouldn't even hit for me how I want it to hit for me. And it's the same with the brain. You have to let your brain rest. You have to let your brain rebuild so that you can come in there with your brain looking like this. Now let me stop. Step number 3, I don't know if I've been saying tip or step this whole time, but number 3, eliminate distractions. I'm talking to you because I don't even know if you were looking at me when I said that, because you too busy scrolling on Instagram right now, ain't you? Look at you. Nah, but seriously though, y'all, whether it's your phone, whether it's social media, whether it's background noise, anything can decrease your productivity if it's not beneficial to you. Now don't get me wrong, if you got like ocean waves, like the sounds playing, or like orcas or something, and if that helps you stay focused in your work, then make sure that you have it planned so that you can stay productive. However, if you know for a fact that Instagram, if you know you're gonna keep getting them notifications and keep looking at your phone, just turn the phone on silent, just turn it off, just put it over there somewhere, something. Do something, eliminate the distractions. You gotta eliminate them. Don't have the phone right here and then say I'm not gonna look at it. You have to eliminate your distractions. Turn the TV off. Stay focused. You have to lock in, gang, lock in. But tip number 3, it might be the hardest because I know the time we in. It ain't easy. Trust me, I know. Tip number 4, prioritize your tasks. Okay, listen, I know you got a whole lot to do. You got so much on your schedule, but let's be real. Some of those things don't have to be done at the time that you're doing them, and some of those things need to get done right now. You will end up doing something that you know didn't really need to be done until next week. However, you kind of enjoy doing it, but that thing that needs to be done tomorrow, you still pushing it off, and now tomorrow gets here and you feeling all under pressure and you feeling all scrambling in the head because you haven't done what you were supposed to do and prioritize your tasks. I appreciate you for getting it done. Don't get me wrong, I'm throwing the respect your way. Stand focused, getting it done, but you should have did this first. You gotta prioritize it. You gotta put it in order. Make sure you prioritizing your tasks or you won't feel productive once you do something. Like I said, I appreciate you getting it done, but now you don't even feel as productive as you could because you didn't prioritize your tasks. You understand what I'm saying? Tip number 5, take care of yourself. Honestly, I don't know how much more I have to say to that. Like, yo, it's you versus you. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you treating your body? Are you walking? Are you exercising? Are you talking to yourself in a positive way? Are you journaling? Are you stretching? Are you doing yoga? Number 5 is the most important. If you stand up all night, your mind is all over the place all through the night. If you eating all type of crazy, if you knowing that you want to get in the gym, knowing that you want to do whatever it is to be more productive, but you're not taking those steps, then are you really taking care of yourself? And can you really get on that path to being a more productive person? Step number 5 probably should have been step number 1, because in order to do any of this, you got to be taking care of yourself. Seriously though. Those are my simple 5 steps to staying productive. If you want me to get more in detail, put it in the comments. If you feel like I could have gotten more in detail on something in particular, put it in the comments. If you feel like you want me to make a video on how to do something else, put it in the comments. I'm gonna be dropping y'all some videos. I'm excited for what I'm gonna be dropping y'all some videos. I'm excited for what I got coming, and I'm excited to just teach people. I'm excited to help people. Hey man, I'm glad you stopped over here to come and watch this video. Hopefully I see you soon on another video. I'm glad you stopped here on your path to greatness, and I'll see you there.